Hey guys, Rob here at 3D Printscape. So last week we did the unboxing of Bambu's newest 3D printer, the X2D. And since then I've been pretty much running it nonstop, just doing different tests to see how it works out, testing different filament types, the tool head, see what type of benefits the multiple tool head actually provides, and really just trying to get a good feel for the printer to provide better feedback. So today we're going to check out the prints that I actually made, how the dual tool head actually works, and if this printer lives up to the hype. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So let's go ahead and jump into the prints. I made 2 adapter spools so that I can use the 250 gram rolls because they will not fit in the AMS unit in the smaller roll. So I just printed 2 adapter units for those. No issues at all with those prints. The next thing I printed is this filament purge catch shoot. I would highly recommend printing that. It's a pretty quick print, it's not too bad. But if you don't, you're going to come back into wherever you have your printer and there's going to be filament all over the place. I made the mistake of running the first handful of prints without it, and there was quite a bit of filament on the ground because it was the multicolor prints. And yeah, just make sure to print one of these. It's well worth it. I made several just eggs. They come apart, store stuff in, mainly for the dragons. A little catch-all bowl, a little storage box which closes and seals, some calibration cubes using the color mix feature inside of Bambu Studio. I got a video covering that. I'll link to the description below. Over here, I've got a photography turntable. I printed this as a test because it has a lot of little bolts and just tiny pieces. I wanted to really test the adhesion with those smaller pieces, and I had 0 issues at all. All the prints turned out great. One thing with the spools up here to point out is I did print that with PETG so that it can withstand higher temperatures. I don't have any issues if I put the filament in a dryer because I wanted to make sure I wouldn't get any warping or something. And with PLA, I'm pretty sure I would. I was able to print quite a bit over the course of the week. It is a fast printer. All of the quality has been great. I haven't had a single issue with any of the prints that I actually printed. I did want to make a quick note about a little mistake I made. I didn't realize the AMS unit doesn't support actual normal TPU. So I went to load a roll and it told me unsupported. I looked into it. You either have to use Bambu's TPU or a specific TPU that's designed to work with the AMS. The standard 95A is too soft and it's going to clog. I've read some articles saying you can use it with the auxiliary unit, but I didn't really try that because I don't like using TPU through a Bowden tube. Which leads me into my next section of the video, the dual tool head. So the dual tool head system is a mix of Bowden and direct drive. So the direct drive system is used with the AMS unit only. The external spool uses a Bowden drive. So if you're going to be using different filament types, make sure to keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to print any soft materials or a lot of the more exotic types of filaments through the Bowden tube system. So you're going to have to run those through the AMS. And the AMS does have quite a bit of tubing in between the lines, even though it's a direct drive system. So there could be some issues, which is why the TPU has issues. So just keep that in mind based on what you're trying to print and the filaments that you're using. Now the answer to the question that I kept getting is the dual head system actually worth it? The short answer is yes. If you're printing a lot of different designs or you're switching different colors throughout it and not just changing the filament once or twice, you're going to save a lot of time and a lot of wasted filament from the purges. So using these 2 as an example, this black and red one here, which was a color mix, took about 45 minutes to print, and that was with 1 roll of filament on the AMS and 1 roll of filament on the external system. This one right here, which is just a blue and white mix, had both rolls inside of the AMS unit, and it took 2.5 hours to print and wasted a lot of filament. The reason being with these examples is it's switching the filament color every layer. So if you're doing a lot of prints where you're using 2 colors and mixing it, it is a great way to save time and filament. But if you're only switching like one time, like with this dragon here as an example, where I just went from the black to the red, you're only actually doing the purge once, so it's not wasting that much filament and it's not spending that much time. So in that case, in some of those examples, it might not be worth it, or it might not be worth spending the extra time to swap the filament around to go with the optimized filament usage option. Now to go into the pros and cons. Overall, you're able to use 5 different colors, so 4 in the AMS and 1 on the external. You can add another AMS system, which will take that up to 9 which gives you a lot of options when you're trying to figure out what to print. The multiple toolhead system does allow you to save quite a bit of time when you're printing multicolor prints. You have the full support of the Bambu ecosystem, and the printer has worked flawlessly for me. No issues at all. Just kick off the print, it works. I even kicked off a couple prints from a restaurant and had 0 issues. Checked the first layer just using the camera, made sure it was sticking, and then when I got home, the prints were done, so that was great. And finally, the price. To be honest, it's a very reasonably priced machine for what it's delivering. And to me, the only real con is the Bowden tube system for the external spool. I would have preferred to see direct drive. A lot of the competitors are starting to go direct drive for all of the tool heads and being able to just do tool head changes. I guess that's not a deal breaker. It does do the job and it works great. From that said, it does save a lot of time and it does do what it's advertised to do. So let's go ahead and jump into the verdict and my final thoughts. But before we do, if you guys are getting value from this video or any of my other videos, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It'll really help the channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. Now to answer a question I think a lot of y'all are going to have. It's knowing what I know today, would I buy this printer again? And the answer is yes, absolutely. It's a fantastic printer. The price point is very reasonable for what it is. Assuming you don't have any issues with the Bambu ecosystem, it's a solid printer and I would highly recommend it. If you have issues with the Bambu ecosystem, that's a different story. But if you have any questions about what I covered here or would like to see any other videos, go ahead and leave a comment below or join us on Discord. And I also kicked off the Patreon site again. I changed all the tiers and everything to make it more user-friendly and started actually putting content on there as well.